Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are for Division 4 Mexico. We've already seen Div 2. It's been fantastic so far. I'm your host tonight, Nishka. I'm joining the Cobbs Box here by Do. How are you tonight, mate?
Yeah, pretty good, Nishka. What about yourself?
I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. Yeah, it's been a busy little time with Easter and that all getting done and dusted today. But now we're into Division 4. We've still got three divisions to go. We're going to see yourself as well tomorrow night. But what do you think tonight's got in store for us, mate?
Oh, I'm not really sure. I imagine you'll see the usuals up there: Quicksilver, Mitch, probably Patrick as well. I'd like to hope. Probably see Moe up there as well, and we do have a slight issue. H Town is in a Ferrari. Just noticing there, Nishka.
Yeah, it's obviously put him into the Ferrari, which is not ideal. Which will put Quicksilver into the Merc when he gets in, I believe. But we will have a look down at the track in 2 seconds, mate. Just about to head down to there now. And you can take us through the grid for tonight, mate.
Yep. Today we have Crude Karma, Soup for Duck, Lou, Mitchell, Muzzles Big, Naya Eshe, Jazzy, Moe, Patrick, H-Town, Flying Kiwi, Fish Lips, Com United, Drewzilla, Sunny Bray, Minmay, Brian, Devo, and the Governor. And I do believe we have Quicksilver joining us, but he is not here yet.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what is going on here because now H-Town has retired, left the session. I'm not too sure what's going on there.
Yeah, he's joined back now. I'm not sure what the go is, but we do have Sunny Bray will be first out on his outlap. Uh,
Oh my days, why is guys retiring and stuff? I don't understand. If it's put you in the wrong car, you just stay in the car. I don't know.
I'm not sure if he thought he could change it or what he thought he was doing, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. That's silly because now he's going to have to start at the back of the grid, and it will put Quicksilver into the Merc when he gets into the lobby. But anyway, we're going to see Naya Eshe's on the outlap at the moment. We got one of the McLaren's is out there nice and early as well. So Sunny Bray, he's going to be on a lap. I'll jump on board with him, mate, and you can take us away for this one, as he's going to be the first car to go around to a lap.
Yeah, he's coming around the final corner now. Just starting to burn as he comes up to the line. Getting up into 7th gear, opens up that rear wing, up into 8th, burning battery. We'll see how much battery burns here. Reached the top of 343 Ks and burns down to about 45%. Breaks through the first corner, gets around the second one nicely, through the third as well. Had a bit of a slip in the rear there, but didn't seem to lose too much time. Opening up the rear wings and burning again. It's coming down. As you'd imagine, purple first sector, first carve through it. Making it through the next two corners nicely. Getting nice and wide, careful to not invalidate there. Round through there nicely as well. Back onto the battery. Up into 6th gear. Back down as he enters the S's here. We'll see how he goes through here. Just using a touch of battery there. And now he's back onto it. And he'll open up that rear wing. Up into 8th gear. Flying down the straight. The Ferrari stayed out of his way. Oh, massive slide at the end of the last DRS straight. Would have cost him a bit there, but makes it through the stadium cleanly. And burns around the final corner. And sets a 115.8. Interesting thing there, Nishka. He had a fair chunk of battery left in that last little bit in comparison to what I've seen this week. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so yeah, it's yeah, not too. Sorry, mate. There's a bit of stuff going on here in the chat, so I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Sorry, mate. We also have the Team of the Week interview happening as well. So give me 2 seconds. I think we've got Dito in here, mate, so we will quickly go over and do that at the moment.
Yeah, that's all good. Would you like me to take that away, or are you going to when you get the...
Yeah, can you take that away quickly, please, mate?
Yeah, can do. Welcome, Dito, and congratulations on Team of the Week.
Thank you.
How are you feeling after that week?
Yeah, good, mate. It's given the team some confidence, mate, and obviously myself. So, yeah, it was a good round for the team. Really, really stoked for all of them. They did really well.
Yeah, I have noticed that it's been a very strong build-up coming up to this. Do you think you can follow it up this week?
Yeah, I mean, we started off better this week than we did last week when we got team of the week. So I have high hopes. But yeah, the first two rounds, Div 1 and 2, obviously one of the hardest to get through, and then yeah, we have some good races after that. But yeah, really confident in the boys. Everyone's really keen. So Mexico's just a dreadful track, as we know, with tyre wear and stuff. So just have to get them through this one and move on to Imola.
Yeah, do you feel like the boys have really hit some form, or do you think it's just the tracks are suiting them, or what do you think's caused this? Caused the Team of the Week?
Well, the team's been there. You know, I haven't really changed much. It's been there since the start, other than obviously Kaos joining the team. But yeah, I think it's just clicked. We've had some luck go our way, and everyone's starting to sort of all the cogs are working. And yeah, I don't know, man. I was really confident after silly season, and just because I know what team we have, and yeah, I think they're going to do really well, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing, take it by race, and see where we end up.
Yeah, that's understandable. You're getting very close to Merck now. Do you reckon that this week you could possibly jump them?
Well, we've already jumped Merck,
Have you?
but yeah,
Oh,
it's Alpine
my
next,
bad.
but Merck aren't that far behind, man. It's a really close battle. Alpine are the ones to catch at the moment for all of us, but it's not a 2-horse race at the moment. There's a lot of teams that have their hand in it, so yeah, we just need to keep doing what we're doing, man, getting the points in, and yeah, just trying to avoid any sort of DNFs and getting double points where we can, and yeah, like I said, just being consistent across 5 divisions, and yeah, I think the sky's the limit with that.
Yeah, that's understandable. How are you feeling about Minmay and Moe out there tonight?
Yeah, good, mate. Moe done a lot of practice this week with a lot of the boys, and Moe's looking really confident and keen. But yeah, I'm not sure how tonight's going to go because it possibly might be raining. Just a little bit of inside info there, but yeah, could be a bit of a shock. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. So a bit of work to do for the engineers, I think.
Yeah, I had heard a bit of that from my engineer, but it'll be interesting to say the least. May change up the pitch strategy a bit in the way things shape up, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to hand you over to Nishka now. Thank you very much for talking to me tonight, and see if Nishka's got any questions. Over to
Thanks,
you,
mate. Thanks.
Nishka.
So yeah, sorry,
Yes.
Dad. I've just been trying to sort out a few things here, mate. But yeah, I'll just say congratulations on Team of the Week, mate. Fantastic effort from you boys. So yeah, congratulations,
No
mate.
worries.
And yeah, look forward to seeing how
Appreciate
this
it.
continues on.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
It's all good. Thank you for joining us tonight, and congratulations.
Cheers.
Rightio then. We've just lost H-Town. Do I need to invite him back again, Nishka?
I don't know
Or
I don't know what's going on, mate. It's pathetic what's going on. So I don't know.
well, let's just pick a car and put me on a lap with him. Who's on their out lap? Someone who's getting close to starting. What are our options? You've already started. We have... If you'd like to put us on board with Flying Kiwi, Nishka, and I'll take us away with him.
I'll get
Just
on
let me
Flying
know when
Kiwi.
you're
Yeah,
on it.
mate. Yeah, mate. Jumping on him now.
We've got Flying Kiwi coming down the main straight now, burning battery up in 8th gear, getting up to 342 k's an hour. 1k slower than the other McLaren earlier, but we'll see how he goes here. Burnt down to about 50% battery, and he's through the first few corners nice and cleanly. Back up the gears, opening up that rear wing and burning along the second DRS straight here at Mexico. Coming into the next corners, down into third, just harvesting through there, in medium. He's come back out there, kept it clean. Now we'll see how he comes up here, as he did invalidate just here earlier. Looks to have got through there nicely, now he's heading in through the S's. Through the S's beautifully. Going to come out the other end of it and open up that rear wing as he's burning his battery coming up to it, and it's open. He's back down, coming into the stadium area. Looked close to invalidating there, but kept it on track. Coming through the final corners now. Into third gear around the last one. And burning that battery that he has left. We'll see what this comes out at. And it's a 16.297. So we're seeing some interesting lap times out there tonight. Looking across, would you like to... Are you available yet, Nishka, or do you need me to keep going? Would you like to put us across to another car then? Just tell me what one and we'll go ahead with it.
Yeah, mate. Yep. Fish lips, I'm on.
Fish lips. It's currently up 2/10 coming into the final sector. Got that rear wing open. Not a lot of battery through there. Comes into the stadium, keeping it nicely. Around there. Doesn't invalidate, so keeping it good. Looking like a decent lap from him here. He's burning up to the final corner. What's it going to be? He goes up 9/10, a 16.509. So, just looking here across the board, we'll go through the top now with about 6.5 minutes remaining. We've got Brian sitting on pole, followed by Quicksilver, then Sunny Bray, then Blue, then Com United. That's the top 5 rounded out, followed by Mitchell, or now Devo, sorry now. Then Mitchell, then Moe, then Flying Kiwi, then Noah Eshe rounding out the top 10 as someone else has just jumped up in there. It's mid-May. So Noah Eshe in P11, Fish Lips in P12, Crude P13, Drazilla P14, and it just keeps changing on me, so I'll ignore that now. Go across. Muzz has gone up into P5. That's a great lap from Muzz there to put himself up there. He has struggled so far this season, so it's good to see him getting some results. So Governor and Patrick, both yet to set a lap. So, not sure what's going on there. Who's on a lap here?
Patrick's on the lap here. He's in the Red
I think
Bull.
they both are. We'll go with Patrick, yeah. We'll see how he goes for his first one. 28.077 through the first sector. Comes around, getting into sector 2 now. Keeps it nice and on track there, no risk of invalidating there. Getting out nice and wide coming into the S's. Getting through the S's nicely at the moment. Comes out the other side. He'll get on the battery, open up that rear wing. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him. Hopefully none of them are going to cause him any issues. There's about 3 cars there. The Merc gets out of the way. Keeps it out, make sure he doesn't impede him. He's had a bit of a slide coming down to the through stadium there, but seems to have kept it clean. What's it going to be for Patrick? A 115.6. Oh, but it's invalidated?
Yeah,
I must have missed where he invalidated.
Yeah, I didn't see it invalidate, but anyway.
Yeah, unless that, yeah.
Gov's done a 16.5 there, mate. So he's done alright. And we got Naya, I believe, starting a lap now as well. So I'll take this one away, I'll give you a little break for a minute now that I think, yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening. I don't think we're going to see H-Town on the track tonight, which is unfortunate. But Noah O'Shea burning down through the first sector. Is he improving? Yes, he is. He's 4/10 up on his time at the moment. That will put him around a 16 flat. But if he can further improve through these next 2 sectors, he could very well be down into the mid-15s here. This could be a very good lap that we're about to see here. 40% battery as he comes into the tricky S's. Looking to be doing it quite nicely at the moment. Through Sector 2, burning it down to... What's he going to burn it down to? He is up 6/10 almost, so he is looking at a pretty good time here. This is probably going to put him up into the top 5 if he can nail this last little sector here. He's done a good job at the moment, has plenty of battery to burn down to the line with. What's it going to be? A little twitchy on the exit there, that may cost him a little bit of time. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 15.6, that's going to put him up into P3 there, Durf.
Yeah, that's a good lap there from Noah. I'm sure he'll be happy with that. He's definitely got the pace to be here. He just seems to have struggled so far since he came up to Div 4. Have we got anyone else on a lap at the moment? Flying Kiwis on an outlap. What about the car behind him of...
You got Jay-Z. Jay-Z's on a lap.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Yeah, he comes through the first corner, through the second one, in second gear, up in the third coming out. Gets on the... Oh yeah, opens up the rear wing, then gets on the battery. Just got the car keeping out of the way there for him. Burns down to about 35% coming into the next corner. I missed the sector one time, unfortunately, there. But he's going cleanly so far. Here we go. He's burning back up. Heading up towards the S's now. Doesn't get too wide on the entry. Not as wide as what we've seen a lot of the other cars get. But he's coming through there nicely. Back onto the battery. He'll open up that rear wing. He stopped burning just as he sort of got to the straight rather than on it there. Interesting to say the least. Just seems to have probably lost a tenth or two through that corner, unfortunately for him. But he's back out through the final corner, burning into it, burning all the way to the line now, I'd imagine. And he sets a 17.2. That's up 0.3 from his previous time, but unfortunately does not gain him any positions. Over to you, Nishka.
Yes, back to me. We're going to jump on board here with Flying Kiwi. He's on a lap at the moment. He does have a car in front of him there. I believe that is a Merc. I'm not sure, is that Devo in front of him? I think it is. Give him a nice little tow here. Flying Kiwi is going to be coming through now, starting Sector 2. Has a 16.297 on the board. Will be looking to try and get himself up into the top, yeah, look up into the top 10. P12 at the moment. McLaren's looking to get some points here. Hopefully the car in front of him doesn't invalidate him there. Really in the way there. That's, well, yeah, that's an interesting one. So yeah, that's yeah, I'm not too sure if that's held him up at all.
Yeah,
Kiwi
the
is now
stewards will take a look at it.
Yeah, that'll get looked at, I believe. And we are coming down to the line here. And we're going to see Flying Kiwi goes up into P8 with a 15.9. We've got an onboard request with Moe Nabs, and he is now coming down to the end of Sector 1. So we'll jump on board with him for the rest of his lap here. 40% battery here, as he starts Sector 2. Take us away.
Yeah, he's just going into the first corner of Sector 2 now, through the second. He's keeping it on medium, burning a little bit there, coming into the next corner. Got really over on the curve there, gets quite wide there as well. He's really using every inch he can of that track. Burning a little bit into the S's, but then chooses to not use it. Burning it on the way back out. Comes up into the DRS. We'll have to see, he stops burning at about 8%. Coming into the stadium now, gets right up over on that curve. He's pushing every little... Oh, he did too. He got too wide on the curve. It's not ideal. As we see Quicksilver sets pole with a 15.199.
So yeah, so he's gone pole. We got Mitchell. He's coming down on his lap, down into the stadium sector now. Devo's in front of him. He's going to come across the line just in front of him. So what can Devo do? Can he put it up into the top 10? Burning down to the line. We'll keep an eye on Mitch as well. He's going to so Devo puts it in P8. Mitch, what's he going to do? Can he take pole? Yes, he can. He's going to go fastest. We got Com United. He's coming through Sector 2 at the moment. We got Bluey. He's just come across the line. He's going to keep it in P7 there with a 15.7. You got Muzz, he's on a lap. He's coming through the stadium sector. Haas just in front of him. I believe that could be Crude. Karma, he's just come across the line. He stays in P17. Muzz is into the pit, so he's invalidated. We got Mid-May. He's coming around now through the stadium sector. What can he do? We got Druzilla. Combinator puts it in P4, so very good lap from him. Druzilla in the kick. He's going to be the last one to come across the line. Minmay can't improve. Can Druzilla improve? No, he can't. He's invalidated, and that will be our order there, too. Thoughts on the
Yeah,
qualifying?
that's very. I'm not surprised to see Mitchell and Quicksilver up there. Bry as well. He's been another real competitor since he's come onto the scene. China was a bit rough, but since then he's been going quite well, in my opinion. Com United, another great lap from him there, puts him up into P4. Naya, it's good to see him really starting to get into Div4 a bit more than what he has been previously. Patrick managed to set a lap and get up into P6, so I'm happy with that, personally, but then you got Blue in P7 in the Aston. That's another respectable lap. Then Devo in the Merc in P8. I'll hand it back over to you now, Nishka. What was your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, it was interesting. There was plenty of stuff going on. That I was a bit distracted there, but that last little bit there, definitely very exciting. There we had Mitch. We see in the Alpine, very good lap from him and QuicksilverDec. That's fantastic times from both of those boys. And then you got Bry. He's been improving, like you said. But yeah, it's fantastic to see Com United and Nia Eshe up there this week as well. So just shows yeah, anything can happen, and I'm hearing there might be some rain around for the race. I'm not too sure. Just hearing a few weather reports, and could be some rain around for the race. So that's going to really throw a spanner in the works for some of these guys if that's true. But we'll have to wait and see. We're about to cross down to the pit lane in a second here, Derb. What's your thoughts if there is a bit of rain around? Oh,
Could be
look
chaotic. Oh
at it.
yeah, there's definitely
Oh,
rain around.
it's raining, all right. It's raining. Oh, this is going to be chaos. Here we go. Have these guys done any wet practice? That's going to be another thing here because, yeah, this is a different beast altogether once the rain starts getting on the track here.
Yeah. I mean, the track's slippery enough as it is, let alone without adding water to the mix. I think it could cause some problems, but someone who I have think has been strong in the rain is Mitch. Div4's had a fair bit of rain so far, and he seems to be pretty good out there in it. What's your thoughts on him tonight, Nishka?
Yeah, Mitch has been pretty good in the wet. We've seen Quicksilver's sort of struggled a little bit when it has been wet. So is that going to be something to look at? I know your driver Patrick is usually quite good in the wet as well. So could we see him storming through in the wet too? Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It yeah, throws a bit of a spanner in the work for some of these guys, and yeah, I'm excited. Turn one in these conditions is going to be interesting, and I'll let you take us away here, too.
We've got 5 red lights here, and we're off. Everyone's getting going now. No moves right off the grid yet, as Sonny Bray has jumped Devo, and there's a bit of movement down the back there. But Mitchell is just streaking away with cars behind him left, right, and centre. They're all sort of single filing, but Mitchell, almost a gap of half a second into turn 1. Then followed by Nia Eshe, then Bry has dropped a position. Oh, sorry. And then Patrick's dropped back to P8 there as well, so bit of movement, but everyone's keeping it clean so far. We've seen a few go too wide into there. There does look to be a Ferrari losing a few positions. Not sure. They're going too wide again through the next corner. A bit further down the pack around that P8 section, but Mitchell still just sitting half a second out. As you do see, Quicksilver gets right underneath the tail of him now. Just shaved a fair bit of time off there. And Nia Eshe straight behind him. Bry is back 1.3 seconds already. It seems pretty grim for Bry already, Nishka.
Yeah, he just looks like he's struggling a bit in this in these wet conditions here. He's just dropping, and Sonny Bray's right up there as well now. He's looking around the outside as they go wheel to wheel there through the stadium sector there again. Oh, they're wheel to wheel again. Oh man, and that could have been nasty. There was nothing doing there though, and they're going to go at it again down into turn one. But we do see Mitchell has cleared out a little bit there. He's 6/10 up the road from Quicksilver, Irish in P3, Sonny Bray 1.6 seconds. So that front three really broken away, but this is where the battle's happening down into turn one here. Com United, he's having a little look at Bry up the inside this time as well. As we see Sonny Bray runs wide. Oh, we see Com's around, and the other Aston is involved in that as well. Bluey is involved in that too. Can Com United get back on track? Oh, that's a terrible start now for the V-Carb. He's in all sorts of trouble there, and he's back to second last here.
H-Town's already had to go into the pits.
Yeah, we're seeing H-Town's into the pits now, so he's back out on track. Not too sure what's happened there. But back towards the front, we've got Suit for Duck. He's having a little look now at Moe Nabs. Nothing doing at the moment. Plenty of little battles happening all through the field here at the moment. Bryce seems to have composed himself a little bit after some of that drama that was happening there, but he does have a very racy Patrick on his diffuser right now. Having a little look at him, he's going to get all a bit more uncomfortable any minute here now, dude.
Yeah, it's going to be tight there. You're seeing big gaps streak out the front, so Patrick will be keen to get past him and try and catch up to these other guys. As we're already seeing Mitchell 1.2 seconds. Patrick's got behind him. They do have DRS at the moment, which is interesting. I thought it'd be too wet for DRS, but obviously not.
Yeah, this track might be drying out, dude. It might be getting pretty dry pretty quickly here. So this is going to be really interesting to see if anyone's going to dive in and make that call real quick here. So this is going to be interesting.
Not sure who'll be first to pull the pin.
Patrick still can't get a move done though on Bry at the moment, so interesting to note there. Now we're seeing up near the front we got Quicksilver. Sonny Bray has managed to get past QuicksilverDec. QuicksilverDec's dropped off here a bit. Not too sure what's happened to him, so he's in P4 at the moment.
Yeah, don't know if he's struggling a bit or just not liking this weather at the moment, but
these are some tricky conditions there. Yeah, just a bit of drizzle, and it's like partially dry, partially is wet, keeping these tyres cool. They look like they're really struggling to keep these tyre temps down, and it's going to be interesting. Are we going to see anybody box? We got Mitch, he's coming around through the stadium sector now. What's he going to do? He stays out. Nia stays out. Sonny Bray, he stays out. Everyone stays out. They're all going around, and we're seeing somebody is around. Moe is around, and what's that going to be? Is that going to be a safety car? We don't know. It doesn't look like it at the moment. It looks like maybe just a VSC.
Just a VSC.
So not too sure what's happened to Moe there, but he's had a bit of an incident with Bluey by the looks, because Bluey is into the pits. He looks like he's about to go get his wing changed. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Are they going to put... Yep, they're going to put Inters on as well, so he's going to stay with the Inters. Maybe the rain is picking back up again.
Yeah, I'm not really sure at the moment. It's a tough situation with the weather, but yeah, I bet H-Town would have been hoping for a full safety car there, but unfortunately it hasn't eventuated.
Is H-Town even in the lobby?
I'm pretty sure he is, because he pitted on the first lap.
Yeah, not so sure what's going on there.
There is a safety car out on track, is there not?
Yeah, there is now.
Yellow car, up at the end of Sector 1. So
a full safety car now, so that'll bring...
that'll be in H-Town's favour.
That'll bring H-Town back into it if he can... well, he'll get behind everybody now, and he's on some fresh inters, so... No harm done. But Nairesho's had a fantastic start here. Let's just take stock of what's sort of happening here. We've got nobody with any penalties so far. We got position changes though. We got Sonny Bray's had a fantastic start, up 6 positions up to P3. Nairesho in P2. Up 3 positions. QuicksilverDec and Bry, they lost out a little bit on the start there. Patrick stayed where he is. Devo up 1. Baz up 3. Suit for Duck up 9 positions after a quali bed. He's had a fantastic start. So he is on the charge. Com United probably the big loser, along with Bluey, 10 and 11 positions down. Everyone else has just made up steady ground. As we're seeing Devo. Devo's into the pits. So what's it going to be for Devo here?
Has he got any wing damage, or has he just decided to pit for different tyres?
He just got some fresh inters.
Interesting.
I'm very confused of what is going on at Mercedes tonight. I'm very confused. But anyway, hopefully they know what's going on there. Maybe the tyres were dead. I don't know what was happening. But anyway, we continue on behind the safety car.
I mean, he's going to get back to join the pack, and he is going to have, what, probably 3 lap fresher tyres, because the previous lap was under VSC, but I don't think the tyre advantage is there for the track position, because he's now down 9 spots from where he started. So, I'm not quite sure on that call, but I'm not going to question what you boys do in the garage, so...
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
I am seeing some information. Currently, the track is too slippery for dry, but the inters are overheating, so... And apparently this rain is going to stick around like this for the whole race, so this is going to be super interesting to see how these guys manage this. If it's on this crossover point the whole race, keeping the tyre temps down is going to be extremely difficult. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to see here. I think we're going to see a very interesting race tonight here, too.
Yeah, do you think someone's going to pull the pin and go stuff it, put dries on, and someone's into the pits there? Crude is.
So we got
So it'll be
Crude.
interesting to see whether he puts on inters or a dry set of tyres.
Let's see.
Coming in fresh
He's,
inters.
yeah, so fresh into. So he's he had he's okay. I don't know what happened there, but it looked like he was stuck in the box. Now he's going again. I'm not sure what's happening here. This is unbelievable. I'm a bit speechless with the things that have been happening so far tonight too.
Yeah. Very interesting start, to say the least. I mean, I don't know if the whole race is going to be like this, or just, a fair portion of it, or just the next few laps. It's a tough point, because, I mean, they're saying that the dry compound tyres are too slippery, but I don't think you're really going to be able to test pace until someone actually puts them on and goes out there and has a crack, because they could be incredibly slower and you've just cost yourself the race. But if they're quicker, well, I imagine they'll be significantly quicker. But the biggest thing is they're going to have to pit quite frequently if these inters can't stay cool, and there's no real water laying on the track to be able to cool them. So it's a really tough point. What's your thoughts, Nish? What's the right call?
The right call right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Without knowing without knowing what the tyre wear, what the tyre situation is for a fact, it's a bit hard to make a call here. We're kind of guessing in the comms box here, so I'll leave it into the capable hands of the I'll leave it in the capable hands of the engineers. I think. I don't know. The fact that guys are coming in, putting in fresh inters, they must be seriously overheating these tyres. So, yeah, these guys are going to have to really try and manage it. And, yeah, the engineers are really going to earn their money tonight, I think.
Yeah, I can just imagine my engineer will be a bit stressed out at the moment, but I mean, he does a good job and no complaints here, so he'll have it handled in there, and I have faith in what he's choosing to do. But I think the safety car will be ending at the end of this lap, Nishka.
Yeah, I believe so, mate. Yeah, just see what happens here, mate. Everyone's all bunched up here. I'm going to let you take us away for the restart, mate. I'm on board here with Mitch now. He's taking us through Sector 2. We'll see if that safety car should be coming in. Yep, as we do get the sign
Yeah, there we
safety
go.
car in this lap. So I'll let you take us away here, mate.
Yeah, we got Mitchell leading the pack, followed by Nair, Ashe, and Sonny Bray, then Quicksilver in P4, and then Bry P5. So that's your top 5 there. They've looked quite racy so far, in saying that we did see Quicksilver and Bry seem like they were struggling, but they haven't struggled too badly at the moment. Patrick has made a bit of a... He fell down a bit at the start, but he's caught back up now. As we're seeing Mitch come around the last corner, and he's away and gone. Nair managed to stick with him pretty well there, but Sonny Bray just did not get the jump. As they're both just going to burn through here. I don't think anyone's going to be able to get the movers. There's no DRS, but Nair is very much... No, he is. He's going to go side by side into turn 1. And Nair's got the move... Or maybe not. They've tapped a little bit through turn 2. Yeah, turn 3. Nair's got the move done, and he is off. But next to Mitchell now is Sonny Bray. He's going to look to make a move as well here. Mitchell's going to lose out massively. They tap tyres a bit, and it looks like Mitchell's got the switch back there, but we'll have to see who comes out in front. Oh, fair bit of a slide from Sonny Bray. Not sure if there was any contact amongst that. Oh, yeah, I think it was Sonny Bray that slid. And now they're going to keep going side by side, these pair. Sonny Bray's managed to get just in front and turn in and get out onto the curve before the corner. Oh, sorry, just losing a bit of English there, but they're off and going, and Nair has gapped the rest of the pack by 1.3 seconds almost, Nishka.
Yeah, Nair's just taking that lead, and he's just gone, see you later, boys. I'm not waiting for you. But Sonny Bray, he was quick onto it as well. He wanted to get past. He doesn't want to let Nair get away. We got Mitch. He's I don't know whether he's just struggling with those tyres, those bit older tyres now, getting them heated back up, or what the go was. But he's really struggling on this first lap. So same could be said about Quicksilver and Bry. They're sort of in the same sort of boat here. They're just sitting in behind Mitch and not really making any ground. Where Patrick, he looks quite racy on those tyres, as we see now. Muzz, he's about to send it up the inside of Soup4Duck. Can he get the move done? No, he can't. It's good to see Buzz back on track tonight. We haven't seen too much of him this season. He's had his issues and that. But to see him in that Ferrari tonight in P8, I'm sure that'll be pleasing Lamb. And hopefully he can have a good finish tonight. Flying Kiwi is our first one to pick up a penalty there as well, mate. So he's in P9 at the moment, doing a pretty good job. The Governor, he's down there in P12. We got United Devo now. He is one of the ones that's on the fresh tyres. Can we start seeing him making some moves? At the moment, doesn't look to be the case, because he is 2 seconds behind United. And is he going to be able to start making some ground? We'll have to wait and see. We'll go back towards the front, and we got this little battle happening here between Quicksilver and Bry. Down into the stadium section. Takes us away.
Yeah, we've got Quicksilver leading over Bry here. Patrick's just coming up to the back of Bry as well. So Bry's going to try and attack and defend at the same time. And I mean, probably the best defense is to attack. So we'll just have to wait and see if anyone can get a move down here, as it does look like Quicksilver gets a much better exit than Bry coming around that last corner. They do not have DRS anymore, so that's something interesting as well.
They've still got DRS, mate. The DRS is open.
Oh, they do?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I just missed it, sorry. That's my fault, as we do see Patrick did get the move done on Bry. And guess who else has just joined the pack? Soup4Duck. He is looking really racy tonight, Nishka.
Yeah, so he is now up 12 positions, I believe, and he is on an absolute flyer at the moment. We do see that down there. We do see there's 5 drivers who've had to stop here as well, Devo being the first of those. He's up into P13 now, so he has managed to gain some positions as well. On those tyres, we'll have a quick look at the tyres now. Devo 5-lap tyres, most of the guys on 9-lap old tyres. So how long will these guys be able to make these last before we start seeing them come in? We'll have to wait and see. QuicksilverDec, he really struggles in the wet. We've seen this all season. Whenever it's been wet, he's Really been struggling, and it's no different tonight. He's in P4, 1.6 seconds now behind Mitchell. Mitchell seems to have found his feet again. He's back onto the back of Sonny Bray as he looks for a move down through the stadium section. Has a look around the outside. Sonny Bray is sliding that car around everywhere. He's spinning every. Oh, has he lost it there? They're going to go side by side down into the home straight here. You got QuicksilverDec has been brought back into it, and Sonny Bray's into the pits. And Mitchell goes through back into P2, but while this has all been happening, 3.4 seconds to Naira Eshe now, do.
Yeah, and he's in a league of his own at the moment. He's just gone, yep, I'll take P1 after that safety car restart, and he's just run away with it.
Oh, there goes
He wouldn't
Patrick.
even be.
Sorry to cut you off
Patrick's-
there, but Patrick's through. He's into P3 now. Sorry to cut you off there, mate. I thought you'd be happy to see your driver. He's up into P3.
Definitely.
Yeah, QuicksilverDec. He's P4 now. So, yeah, now they've all got to get back out after Naira, who's cleared out by 3 seconds. But yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what happens here. Guys having to pit. Sonny Bray had to come in. He's onto hard tyres. So, what's happened here? Some guys have gone a different strat. They're onto some hard tyres. They think it's dry enough now. It still looks like
Yeah,
there's
it'd be
rain spinning.
interesting
This
to
is going to
see.
be so interesting to see what happens here, because if they could get those hards all the way to the end from here, that'd be huge. Are we going to see Nia pit? Is he going to react to what these guys are doing? Sonny Bray could come out in a massive position here if he can make this work. Flying Kiwi, he gets another 3 second. We're seeing a bit of a battle. Nia is in, so what's he going to do? Mitch is in. Patrick's in.
Patrick's in.
Quicksilver's in. Soup's in. Everybody, they all look like they're coming in. Jay-Z's retired. What's happened? There's a safety car.
Yeah, Jazzy and Druzilla have both DNF'd. I'm not sure
Muzz is
what's happened.
Muzz is staying out. Minmay is staying out.
I do think the hards are the right call.
What is happening here? It just showed me Muzz was on the track. Now he's in the pits. Mate, this
Cars
game...
are teleporting left, right and centre at the moment.
H-Town gets a 10 second speeding into the pits.
Well, it's set of track limits for me, so that's interesting.
Oh my days. I don't know what is going on with this game right now.
He's on the back DRS straight for me, so... I'm not sure where H-Town is for you, yeah. So I think it's...
the game is absolutely crashing out right now. Fish Lips is in there getting a double stack, I believe, by the looks of it. But there's no car there in front of him. Holy, what is happening here?
Do we need to possibly red flag this?
Well, yeah, I think this has got to be well, Fish Lips is stuck in the pits, I believe.
Yeah, I think... I'm not sure what the procedure is here.
Yeah, we're gonna go red flag this one, and we will be back shortly.
I'll put it in.
Yeah, put that in. We're gonna try and get that from. That'll be from when that safety car come out, whatever the order was when the safety car come out.
Yeah, have you still got the stream hearing it?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry about the delay there. We will give these guys 2 minutes to get their setups on. We'll be back with a 35% race after that. Just a little bit of a lobby glitch, which wasn't yeah, wasn't good. The cars are trying to box under safety car, and now we're getting stuck in the pits. But we will be back now. These guys will be putting their setups on. We only have 16 on the grid. We had the 3 DNFs, and H-Town can't make it back because he now has to go to work. So we'll be back with 16. Looks like it's a nice, dry, sunny day here now in Mexico. So this is going to throw another spanner in the works. We'll have to see what happens with these guys now.
Yeah, really, really interesting with the wet weather, and then now they've gone to a dry race. I imagine there'll be a few setup alterations as per se, but yeah, as we're just waiting on setups now, they got we've got 5 red lights, and
Take
we're
us away.
off.
Take us away, mate.
Nair Eshe still leading here. Oh no, Mitchell has managed to get the jump from him on the start. So looks like Mitchell's going to defend pretty aggressively there, but a lot of cars going side by side here, as you'd expect. Does look, a bit of a shunt up the back of Mitchell there, but all well and good. Quicksilver's in P3 currently, and Patrick is dropped down to P5 already. Not ideal for him, but anyway. Super Duck up into P4. Does look like Patrick has got the move back on Muscles Big, as he did lose it for a second there, but looks like the pack's starting to settle out. In saying that, we do have the Governor and Bluey going side by side back there. Mitch is really getting a streak away at the moment. 9/10s out in front already, Nishka.
Yeah, he's really got his skates on in these dry conditions. He was maybe struggling just a little bit in those wet conditions, but yeah, now we see Sonny Bray picks up a 3-second already. That's very early in the race to be picking up a 3-second. So seeing he's really on the charge here, trying to get through the field at the moment. And he's missing an end plate as well, so yeah, interesting to see what's happened there, because there's a few guys that are trying to push and yeah, weave their way through at the moment. You got Bry, he's Crude Karma, he's got a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. So that's not ideal for him, as well as Bry. Oh, Bry's around. Bry is around down into turn 1. Is he going to rejoin safely? It looks like he's going to be able to at the moment. Oh, he gets a little bit of a tap there off the McLaren. So yeah, not ideal there for him, but no harm done to anybody else. As we go back towards the front now, we got the Governor. He's on the back of Muzz's Big here. Muzz's Big up to P6.
Flying Kiwi's off. He's missed the braking point entirely. Tried to avoid Bry, and he's just gone flying into the fence by the look of it.
Oh, well, here we go. So he's going to try and get back on the track now, and he's yeah, he's missing his wing, I believe. As we move back towards the front here, Naya's managed to stay bright. We're seeing the penalties are coming in thick and fast in the dry conditions here. So Naya Eshe is 6/10 down on Mitch at the moment. He can't seem to break away. I believe he will get DRS this time around though. So can he close up down into turn 1? Have to wait and see. Quicksilver's not really closing up at the moment, so Mitch doing a pretty good job at the moment. We see QuicksilverDec, he's looking also rather menacing in the dry conditions. So yeah, bit of a lifeline for QuicksilverDec. He was looking like he was struggling a bit in the wet, but now in the dry, he's looking quite quick. Super Dark, he's looking quite. What an amazing drive this has been. He at the start of the night, he was P19. So for him to be in P4 now, that's a massive achievement. But Patrick Keys has dropped off massively here, 2.6 seconds. A little bit of a concern here for you, Dur. But saying that, you guys, the Governor, he's up in P6, so pretty happy for him at the moment, I'd imagine. Mars is big though. He's having a bit of a look as well through the middle. But yeah, thoughts on your two drivers so far, Dur?
Yeah, Patrick back down into P5 now. I mean, from the original start, that's a good improvement. I mean, great to see his governor up there as well now. But unfortunately, they're falling off of the front four significantly. But it does seem like the governor is falling off from Patrick as well, and doesn't look to be too much being gained behind him. It'll be interesting to see whether Blue does manage to get DRS, but let's not look away from Naya here, up the front. Is he going to be close enough to get a move on Mitchell this time? It does look like he is. They're going to go side by side into turn one, or is Naya going to be in front? Naya is in front, and Mitchell's had to really brake to not hit the back of Naya there. So Naira's got the job done. Is he going to be able to streak away this time, Nishka?
Oh, I'm not sure if he is, but Quicksilver's having a look up the inside. Can Quicksilver get through as well? Is Mitch going to lose both positions? Quicksilver hanging it around the outside. Can he hold it? Oh, they're still going side by side, but Mitch looks like he's just going to hold on for now. But now QuicksilverDec's getting involved, so this is a fantastic little four-way battle up at the front here. While that was all happening, Naya's trying to clear out through the S's here, 6/10 up. But this is a massive battle happening here, and Patrick now starting to come back into it too, 1.6 seconds behind. Maybe he was just easing his tyres in, biding his time. He might start looking menacing to these four if he can tack onto the back here as well here too.
Yeah, I hope so. Nothing would be better than a nice five-way battle up the front. I mean, the expected people are there. Mitchell, Quicksilver, Soup been real racy, and today it's just been a great race from Naya so far. I mean, really good to see him finding his way here again. So we're seeing, is Mitch going to have a look at Naya? Doesn't look like it. Just sits right underneath him coming into turn one there. So as we do see, Devo gets past Sunny Brain, and Flying Kiwi goes and gets to 3 seconds. Just have you looked at the tyres yet, Nishka? We'll go over and have a look at that. And pretty much everyone there is on mediums except for Flying Kiwi and Fish Lips. They both have pitted for a set of hards already, unfortunately. I'd assume damage has caused that. As we see Sunny Bray get the move on Com United. But these front guys, Naya's keeping a steady gap of about 7/10 at the moment, then followed by Mitchell, Quicksilver, QuicksilverDec, and Patrick. 1.2 seconds now. He is closing in at a fairly quick pace, to be honest, Nishka.
Yeah, we got a fairly big battle between those top five at the moment. Now Blue, he gets past the governor too, so can he start making some inroads and try and catch this top five? But it looks like a five-way battle at the moment. SJ doing a pretty good job there in P6. Well, he was P6, holding a lot of these guys up and giving his teammates some good breathing space. So see if he can hang on. But Minmay is looking rather quick here and plenty of battery, so we'll stick with this one.
Mitch is going. He's got it. Mitch has got back past Naya now. So, unfortunately, Naya's lost that position now. Doesn't look like Mitch is going to be able to streak away, though, as per se, but he does have the DRS still. So, he's back off and going, opening that gap up to about 5/10. Will Naya come under pressure from Quicksilver here, or will Quicksilver just be happy to sit behind him for the moment? As we're seeing, Patrick has joined the pack. He's officially within DRS range now, Nishka.
Yeah, so plenty going on with these front five, but there's plenty going on just in behind here too. Blue and SJ, they're going at it as well. We see Minmay's also involved in this too, and then back in the background there, you're just seeing a little battle forming there between Muzz and Devo as well for that P9, and they've broken right away from that P11. That Sunny Bray looks like he's really struggling with that wing. Picking up a few penalties and stuff, and Bry after that spin, he's looking to try and recover. Can he get a move done here? He's going to have a look up the inside, a little bit of wheel to. Oh, that's crazy bit of a move
Quicksilver's
there.
hit the back of Naya there too.
Bry's done really well to catch that, but that was an interesting move there from the McLaren, and it looks like Com United's got no end plates, and he's still going around. Yeah, not too sure what's going on here. And then we see the Haas is into the pits. So
Naya has unfortunately cut the last corner and lost it over the curve, as per se, and Quicksilver's run up the back of him back there. So it caused Naya to be very unstable after that, and it's allowed Mitchell to streak away 1.5 seconds now from the rest of them. That
Oh,
is not what you want being Quicksilver there, is he's managed to get past Naya and Soup has as well. So it looks like Naya might be struggling a little bit now, but Naya's got back on Soup for now. They're going a bit of side by side, but looking like Naya's going to stay in front. Patrick's 2 tenths behind Soup now, so really closing that up, but Blue is 6 seconds away now from Patrick. I don't know whether he's going to be able to get into this battle or we'll just have to wait and see on that, Nishka.
yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's happening here. But now Devo picks up a 3 second as well, so that's not gonna do him any favors. I think yeah, there'll be definitely some stuff looked at with that McLaren. I believe that wasn't ideal. But yes, it's been some interesting racing here. Bit of wheel-to-wheel action. We love to see it. And Soup for Dark, he's burning down the straight here. He's going to try and get a move done on Naira again. No battery to burn this time. Patrick, he's closing in as well. Can he get a move done? It doesn't look like it at this stage. We're seeing the governor, he's in to the pits. He's going to be onto those hard tyres. So he's the first one to make a move. He's going to get off those mediums. So it'd be interesting to see what sort of time he can start making up against these guys who are on these older tyres.
Yeah, as we see Com United in as well. Crude did pit last lap as well, so I don't know whether the guys that already went to the hards, if they will make it, as that'd be 21 laps on them. I think it'd be quite a struggle to be able to do that, Nishka.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a fair way to do it. I'm not too sure when with the 35%er what the tyre wear is, and
Patrick's
I
got
imagine.
past Soup and Naya. He's up into P3 and he's run
Oh,
wide, unfortunately, into that corner. But he's managed to hold his position, and now he's going to have to try and catch up to Quicksilver. As Quicksilver is closed in that gap on Mitch, but Quicksilver's in.
yeah, Soup's got damage. Soup's got damage. So I'm not sure what's happened here, but Soup has damage. He's into the pits. Naya's kept going. He's got a pen. Patrick's kept going. Mitch has kept going. Quicksilver's in. Quicksilver has no damage, so Quicksilver's fine. Bry gets a 3 second. There's all sorts happening. There's pens going everywhere. There's Naya's killed Soup. I'm seeing in the chat.
Soup is...
So that could be something to be playing out. Drew Zilla's saying ban Bluey. Bluey's done something as well. This is crazy. What's going on? Sunny Bray needs banning as well. Chaos, everyone needs banning.
Safety car. Hang on.
Oh no, what's happened now?
Sunny Bray's DNF'd.
Oh, where's that happened? What's happened there?
I'm not sure. Flying Kiwi's about to come up on it. So, on the last corner, he's just gone straight into the wall, I'm guessing.
Oh, so yeah, Sunny's gone. He's done. Oh, yeah, this is crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
how did we just realise there's a safety car? Because there's so much happening. There's people getting pens. There's people going everywhere, mate. It's plenty happening. You want to jump in, Lamb? You want to commentate, mate?
Yeah, typical Lamb.
Anyway.
So, but anyway, yeah. Well, I assume the safety car will take us away when Mitchell gets back around, but I imagine we'll see him dive into the pits too here.
Anybody else?
As yeah, we have.
Has been blessed here, I think. So.
Be interesting to see where these guys come out in comparison to the likes of Quicksilver and Soup, whether they can manage to still stay in front or if they'll be behind. It will be tight.
Oh, Minmay gets a 10-second speeding into the pit lane. Oh, man, this is cardinal sin from some of these guys. This is crazy.
This is just pure, I don't know what the word is. Is Patrick going to be in front of Quicksilver? Looks like he is. No. Quicksilver is past him. As the Patrick's come out of the pit lane, I do believe, yeah, Quicksilver has given that back. So, Patrick coming out in P2 now. That's worked in his favour. He's got in front of Quicksilver, and he'll be on the back of Mitchell for the restart. So, yeah. Thoughts on that, Nishka? Patrick getting ahead of Quicksilver.
Yeah, I believe, they've been a bit unfortunate there for Quicksilver, but he is in P3, the timing of that safety car, but now we're going to have a dash to the finish. Yeah, I don't want to say too much, but this has been fairly disappointing from this division so far tonight. Some of the stuff that I've seen here. Would you have to agree there?
Yeah, so far I've only seen the little things happen here and there that you think by this stage of the season it should really be ironed out and they should understand what the drivers around them are like, but yeah, not ideal, and I'm sure the stewards will be hearing about it a fair bit.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. There's going to be a fair bit of work, and yeah, unfortunately, that's myself on this division.
oh well, at least you get to preview them, Nishka.
Oh, I'm dreading this after this race. But yeah, anyway, I think there could be a driver briefing coming up next week. Muzz's Big's left.
I'll get
now we
Muzz
got
back in.
now we got someone's left the session. Oh
Typical
man,
Muzz.
this is
Typical
wild.
Muzz.
This is wild behaviour.
I've sent Muzz an invite, so hopefully he can get back in. As we see Flying Kiwi get another 3 second.
As we're seeing now, a surprise interview has been redeemed by Winter. Who's going to be the lucky? Zombie said he was desperate for a surprise interview. That's crazy work.
Yeah, no questions. Next person. uh, is that who Winter's chosen? Zombie?
Well, yeah. Can you let me know if he gets into the chat here, mate?
Can do. Zombie, if you'd like to join us.
Let's take stock anyway.
Here he is.
We got Mitchell in P1, Patrick P2, Quicksilver P3, Naya P4, Soup in P5. We got Min-Mate. Safety car's going to be in this lap. We'll get this interview underway after we get the restart done. Zombie, if you can just hang around for a couple of minutes, mate.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the one Haas and the McLaren will be able to catch up. The other Haas has done, or maybe the McLaren will with the pace of the pack at the moment. Looks like the McLaren will be able to, but I don't believe Fishlift will be able to, unfortunately for him. As we're just going to wait to see where Mitchell takes us away here. It looks like he's off and going. Yep, he is. So Mitchell taking off. He's swerving over to the right to try and break that slipstream, but looks like the rest of the grid's going to follow him over there. So Patrick in P2. Doesn't look like he's going to have a look. Quicksilver's having a little bit of a look on Patrick. He's going to go side by side into turn 1. Side by side in turn 2 and turn 3. Who's going to come out in front? There's a little bit of wheel touching, but rubbing's racing, so play on. Patrick's staying in P2 at the moment. Looks like they're going to go side by side again into the next few corners. Who's going to come out on top here? Patrick is on the outside, Quicksilver on the inside. They're going still side by side. Looks like Quicksilver is going to end up in front here as Patrick's rear has slid out a little bit. Never mind, they're still staying side by side into the S's, and Patrick's had a massive slide there coming into the S's, and he's lost the position to Quicksilver. But Mitchell, 2.1 seconds out in front now, Nishka.
Yeah, so he's gapped it while all that battling was happening, and now we're seeing these two. We've heard that there was a bit of drama between these two a bit earlier, and now they're back together. Naya Eshe and QuicksilverDec, so that's going to be a fascinating battle to watch out for. You got Min-May's got that 10 second for speeding in the pits, so yeah, really unfortunate for him at the moment. Devo's there in P7. Now we see the DRS is enabled. Has Muzz been able to get back in? Hopefully he has, because he's been having a fantastic race. We've got Bluey in P9. He's doing an alright job. The Governor, he's there in P10. Communited P11. So Communited's back involved in this one now. He's not been having the greatest of nights, but we do know he's got pace. Now he's got a full wing intact. Can he start pushing himself up towards the top 5 here? Especially with most of the guys, there's a lot of penalties there in front of him here, too.
Yeah. They have closed the gap a little bit on Mitchell, but Mitchell's still well out in front, and it does look like Quicksilver is gapping Patrick a little bit. But nothing major yet. We'll just have to keep an eye on all this. So, interesting since the restart. Nishka, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't. My thoughts are gone with this race. I can't believe some of the stuff I've seen. But anyway, yeah. I think get the interview going, Dur, while we catch our breaths now after all that stuff that's been happening.
Well, welcome over Zombie to the comms box now. Welcome, Zombie. How are we feeling today?
I'm okay. Winter just chucked me in. I was not desperate for this, by the way. He just chucked me in because he felt like it.
Don't lie, I've seen you in the comment section before begging for an interview.
I know, I have, but I did not ask.
Well, welcome anyway. You got to race in Div 1 this week. Unfortunately, had the race ban in Div 2, but how do you feel your race went for Div 1?
Well, I think a P3 for after getting a race ban at Div 2 is a good result. And obviously for my teammate as well. I didn't fully bring him in, but I helped him get back into the fight for the top 5, and yeah, so I secured the podium pretty comfortably.
Yeah, that's good to hear. How do you think your teammate went in Div 2 by himself there, having a soldier on?
Really good. Yeah, P4. Obviously podium was definitely there for him, but you know, it happens. Can't get a podium every race, and it's been a while since he's been around that top 5. So yeah, it's a good job for him without me being there. So yeah, I'd say he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, it was a great drive by him on Sunday night there. He did unfortunately have that Hungary where he looked like he was well and truly on his way, and then Lamb just come through with the pace out of nowhere, and unfortunately ran out of fuel in Hungary there, but really good to see him back up there again this week. Are you looking forward to next week here?
Yeah, I really like him a lot, and I think I can definitely put a podium, if I'm fast enough, a win on the cards. So but I know that people like Control, and then you've got Lamb, you've got Toast, so you can't really guarantee anything in Div 2 at the moment.
Yeah, it's quite a competitive division at the moment. Anyone could win. Do you think that if you were able to race there, you would have been able to win?
For Mexico,
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I bet all Div 2 drivers pretty comfortably Div 1, so I think if I raced, I don't want to say I would have, but like I think it would have been a good chance I could have. Like I had pretty good strategy and details about what I was gonna do. Or what I would have done if I raced Div 2. I have pretty good pace around Mexico apparently. So yeah, I think I would have done well, but you know.
As we
what
just
can you
sorry to
do?
cut you off, but we're seeing Naya and Soup go side by side through turn 1 and 2. Bit of something going on there. Does Naya have DRS as well? Yeah, they both do, going along the second DRS straight. So Soup's slotted in back behind him, but he is all over the back of Naya at the moment. So we'll just keep an eye on that and see if they're able to get the move done. It doesn't look like anyone will be yet, but Naya does have that penalty looming over his head, so not ideal for him. He won't want to be held up for too long. But how's the feeling in the garage at the moment at Merck? Had a bit of a tough week last week, but how is it this week?
This week's a lot better, to be honest. Obviously, I think an awesome start to Div 1 and Div 2. All top 5 results. Well, I'm hoping that Bailey will pop top, will get his P5 back, but yeah, top 5 results at the moment. Just waiting to see what Devo can do. And H down, obviously, unfortunately, they had to go to work. But you know, the other divisions are setting really good times at the moment, so I think it's quite positive back in our garages at the moment.
Yeah, that's understandable and good to hear. I'm going to hand you over to your teammate Nishka now before I take up the whole race with interviewing you. Thank you for joining us, and over to Nishka.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Zombie, how you going, mate? I've only got one question for you, mate, for tonight. And did you ask
Yeah,
Winter
man.
to request you for an interview so you could self-glaze yourself?
No, Nishka, I didn't. I've just been sitting in
That's
the
all
VC
this is
with
said.
him.
All I've heard is how good was Div 1, Div 1. Oh, how good was my performance, Div 1. That's all I heard.
Oh yeah, to you, because apparently you don't care about
No,
me.
no, 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 no. In this interview so far.
Oh, he asked me, and yeah, of course I'm gonna self-glaze myself for getting a podium in Div 1, Nishka. Let me
You
have my
really fit in
freedom.
up there.
Oh, there we go.
Let me have my freedom,
You
man.
did well, mate. You did well, but yeah, just stay humble, brother. Stay humble. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
And
what?
come out next week and get it done at Imola, all right?
Oh, I'll do well in Imola just for you, Nishka, don't worry.
Yeah, good man. Well, enjoy the rest of the race tonight, mate. And cheers for jumping in the comms box.
Yeah, alright, good luck to Dirt, and hope it goes not well for you, Nishka. See you guys later.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. I can feel the tension in the Merc garage from back here, Nishka. What is going on over there?
I don't know. I don't know with these young blokes, mate. They just love a bit of self-glaze. I don't know what that's all about. There's none of this staying humble anymore, mate.
Uh, anyway, back to
action.
the race now.
Well,
Yeah, we're
it's a
seeing
good fight
Mitchell and
here.
Quicksilver. Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's the Governor and Mars. They're going at it hard down there in P10 at the moment. So we'll just stick on board with that. They've been going back and forward for the last lap or two, but it looks like now Mars seems to have got the better of that battle.
Unfortunately, there's only so much Mars can do with that penalty at the moment. The governor has kept it clean. He's one of the few from P8 down to P15 that hasn't got a penalty. If we go all the way from P5 to P15, all have penalties except for Blue and the governor. So the governor could be in to gain a few positions if a late safety car came in. But as we do see, Naya gets the move back on Minmay. Oh, Naya seems to be struggling a fair bit at the moment. He looked quite under control out in the wet, but now that it's dry, it's a struggle. It looks like Minmay's going to get the move back. So I'll hand it over to you, Nishka.
Yeah, so Midmay gets through now, and that's going to put Nair Eshe under all sorts of pressure because got Blue is just in behind there with no penalties. So Blue could really get Nair Eshe here. So that's a good little battle heating up there for P6. Soup for Dark, he's looking pretty safe there in P4 at the moment, but 2 seconds from Patrick. This looks like it could be a three-way battle to the end between Patrick, Quicksilver, and Mitch for the win. But can Quicksilver and Patrick reel Mitch in? That's going to be the question. Sort of hovered around that 1.6 seconds, but if they can close that to the DRS, anything can happen here, too. I think we're going to be in for a thrilling finish here, mate.
Yeah, it's very interesting so far. I mean, I can't see that gap closing up too much more at the front. They're all on the same sort of age tyres, and they seem to be quite settled where they are at the moment. Soup is a fair bit back from Patrick, and he does seem to be sort of holding up the rest of the pack, but the rest of the pack's not much of a concern with the penalties because Minmay's got a 10 seconds. If we just flick over to that, Naya's got 3, Devo's got 3, Com's got 3, Muzz has got 3, Flying Kiwi's got 12, Crude has 3, Crude has 3, Bry has 12, and Fish Lips has 6, unfortunately. But Gov has managed to get back past Muzz, and he's gapped him.
Yep, we got one more interview as
Muzz
well. So Connor, if you want to jump in, mate, make it quick before we get to these last couple of laps, and we can get that one done real quick. If you jump in, let us know what he's into. I'll stick with the action just for now. I'd
I'd just like to point out Muzz has fallen off a Gov by 2.6 seconds now. So I'm not sure what happened there to Muzz, but he could be struggling here as he's coming under pressure from Flying Kiwi as well.
Yeah, well, I think there's a few guys struggling at the moment. We've seen Naya, he just fell out. as well. Had no battery to burn. Look, he's burning it all the way down again. Can he get the move done on blue? They're going to go side by side into turn one. Naya, a little touch. Nearly half spins, and he's going to have another go again, but he's going to have the DRS wide open once more. Is he going to have a look up into turn four? Doesn't look like he's going to be close enough at the moment. You see Devo, he's just running a very lonely race there in the background. That Merc looked very lonely, driving down that straight there, 4 seconds behind these guys. He's just running his own race at the moment there. But he does have Com United, who is closing in, so he's going to have to be pretty careful of that one. Just at the front here, just not much impressions getting made at the moment. Mitch doing a pretty good job of it at the moment. Will these tyres start falling off in the last 4 laps? Quicksilver's just eaten into it just a little bit here, too.
Yeah, they're almost back within DRS. They've gained 6/10 on him here, so that's quite interesting. And Quicksilver's brought Patrick with him, so I think Mitch may have actually made a mistake or something there. But the gap is back out to 1.5 now. But we'll just have to keep an eye on this. It's getting quite close now, but Patrick does have a significant battery advantage over Quicksilver. Quicksilver could be in trouble here. If just seeing a bit of defense there from him. Patrick's going to have to sit underneath him, but yeah, interesting to say the least. This could be better for Mitchell, allowing Mitchell to run back away again.
Yeah, it's a tough decision for these guys, because if they do end up scrapping a lot here for this P2, it will allow Mitchell to get away. So they've got to try and, if Patrick is going to get the move done, he needs to try and get it done cleanly and then be able to get back out after Mitchell. But Mitchell will be loving seeing what he's seeing in the rear vision at the moment. QuicksilverDec, he's just biding his time there in P4 as well. Minmay, he's doing the best he can to try and open out a 7-second gap over Devo to hold on to that position as well, which he's doing at the moment. He just wouldn't want to add any more penalties to that, and he will still be able to hold on to P7 at this stage. Noreshe has been able to get back past Bluey again.
Connor is in here, by the way, sorry.
Connor's in here, so
he has joined us.
Quick little interview. You can take that away with Connor there, too.
Yeah, I'll start you off, Connor. How are we feeling today?
Oh, tired, but I'm in bed, so can't complain.
Yeah, there was talks of you racing tonight, but it did look like H-Town did make it, but unfortunately had to go. How were you feeling about that?
Make the most of it as I can. Hopefully do well enough that Nish wouldn't yell at me, but just see if I could have got something, but obviously wasn't needed.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there to see that H-Town had to go, but what's your thoughts on how Devo's night's going?
Yeah, not looking too bad, for his debut for Mercedes.
Oh, Kiwi's retired. That is very interesting, as if he finished the race, he would have got points. So no McLaren's left now. That's very interesting. But anyway, sorry about that, Connor. Just had to quickly put that in.
But it seems unusual to retire this close to the end. You've made it this far.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But anyway, seems like there's a bit of tension at the Merc garage between teammates there. What's going on over there?
Oh, it's just the usual. You don't perform well enough, you get the Nishki yell, and then you pull your boots up and go again next week and do better.
Yeah, that's the best way, I reckon. But anyway,
it's the only way. It's the only way which works.
Yeah, I'll hand you over to Nishka now before we miss the last few laps. So over to you, Nish.
Yeah, Connor, mate. I hope you're enjoying the race so far tonight, but I'm still waiting for that better next week still to happen.
Yeah, we'll get on the podium again soon, we'll get back there. Nishka, it's all good, it's just...
I believe in you, mate.
It's harsh love, mate, harsh love works.
How are you feeling about tomorrow night, mate? You're going to see...
Oh, not bad, with you and the engineering, I think anything's possible. I think we'll get possible another podium again.
Yeah, well, that'll be good. I'd like to see you and Crow both up there. We'll have to wait
1-2
see tomorrow night. We are coming down to the second last lap though, so I'm not going to hold you any longer, Connor. You sound like you're pretty tired as well, mate. So get an early night's rest, mate, and we will see you here tomorrow night in Division 5.
We'll do. I'll see you after the race tomorrow for that podium interview.
Sounds good, mate. Sounds good. Alrighty. That'll take us back to the action. Thanks for jumping in there, Connor. And QuicksilverDec and Patrick, they're still going at it for this P2. Mitch looks like he is going to take this away for the start of the last lap here, too. He's 1.8 seconds up. He needs something to go drastically wrong if he's not going to take this one out. But the interest is going to be in for this P2 QuicksilverDec. He does have 40% battery. Bit more than Patrick this time around. Patrick, going to burn
Yeah.
all the way down to turn 1. Going to have a look up the inside. Nothing doing at the moment.
Patrick started burning a bit earlier, but he does have a fair bit more coming back through the corners there. So that'll be interesting to see whether he can use it on one of the other DRS straights. It's going to be full push to the end here for both of them. And I think Mitchell does have this in the bag at the moment. It'll be interesting to see whether that P2, P3 can swap around or if this will be the finishing order. So just have to wait and see here. Soup does look to be comfortably sitting back in P4, doing his own bit of driving back there. But they're going through the S's now. He's going to have one last little bit at DRS here. Can Patrick get close enough to get past Quicksilver? We're going here. The battery, they're about the same coming into it. I imagine we're going to finish this way, Nishka.
Yeah, it's looking that way, mate, and we will jump back on board to the front. We're going to see Mitchell in that Alpine. He's going to get that deserved win. Been a fantastic drive, start to finish. Mitchell takes out the Mexican Grand Prix. We got QuicksilverDec comes in P2, Patrick P3, QuicksilverDec finishes Alpine 1 and 4, Minmay P5. But I think Bluey will get him on the line there, P5. But we do know Bluey was in a couple of little incidents too, so we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out at the end of the race. Naya Eshe also involved in a few incidents too. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. He's in P7. Devo P8. Combi United, he gets jumped by the governor into P9, so SJ could finish top 10 for him. Bry has 12 seconds of penalties. He's going to lose out to Muzz, Crude, and I believe probably Fish Slips as well. Oh, did he? Did he lose out to Fish Slips? Not too sure. But that's going to be the finishing. That's going to be the finishing order there, too. Yeah, crazy night. There's plenty been plenty been happening. We see cleanest driver goes to Suit for Duck, so he'll get an extra point there. Driver of the day went to Blue, so if Blue wants to jump in for an interview, he can jump in. And we have our race winner and fastest lap went to Naya Eshe. So Naya Eshe will get an extra point there. So fantastic from him. We'll run through the finishing order real quickly. So we have Mitchell taking out the win from QuicksilverDec and Patrick on the podium with the DNF of Sunny Braid there. So yeah, very interesting race. Plenty of incidents. I'm going to have my absolute work cut out for me in the stewards room after this. I'm not looking forward to that bit too. But any thoughts of the race before we head over to these interviews, mate?
Lots of penalties and I'm guessing lots more to come, to be honest. So, but once again, the three titans of the division, really, they've been at it all season and they went at it again today. And you can see that they've got that podium. They're always competing against each other, and unfortunate for Soup, he wasn't able to get up there against them today, but still a great drive from him nonetheless.
Yes.
So, but yeah.
Oh man, that was yeah.
Soup started from the back as well, so we can't forget that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just the game give it to him. So yeah, Suit for Duck probably would have been the driver of the day, but with the restart from where the guys were in positions and that, it ended up giving it to Boy. So he can jump in for an interview if he wants to. Where are we at? Who have we got? Have we got anybody in?
Someone in here. Yeah, we have Blue. He's already in here.
Blue's already in. So
So
you can take that one away, mate, for the driver of the day, do.
yeah. Welcome to the Comsbox, Blue. Congratulations on driver of the day. How are we feeling?
Rough. That was a rough race. Very rough.
Yeah.
It did not go how I wanted it to go on the start, but the red flag definitely helped a little bit. But I just couldn't get as much as I wanted out of it.
did seem to be a bit of an issue tonight. Yeah, are we looking forward to next week?
Yeah, very much so. It's what is it, Imola?
Yeah,
Right?
Imola.
Yeah, I like Imola, so these next few weeks I enjoy all the tracks, so it's gonna be fun. I feel good for Imola, so hopefully I can do a better result there. Get back on the podium. It's been a while.
Yeah, best of luck to you next week. I don't really have any questions. We were very focused on the front five there throughout the race, so I'll hand you over to Nishka for anything he's got to ask.
Yeah, boy. Obviously tough. I'll go back to before the red flag. The wet that track. How difficult was that track to drive on, mate? It looked really tough conditions. Like it was like sort of semi between dry. I didn't know whether it wanted to be wet. How tough was that to deal with before that red flag?
Yeah, it was very in the middle between dry and wets. And I mean, I was when I wasn't behind someone, I was having a great time. I was perfectly fine, but I was stuck behind someone every lap up until the red flag, and it sucked horribly. Felt pretty good in the wet, dry mix, so sadly I was stuck behind people the entire time. I feel if I had a little bit more clean air, I feel like I might have done a little better during the wet side, but besides that, it felt fine to me. I'm not sure how everybody else felt with it though.
Yeah, on the stream it looked like it was very difficult. A lot of people were struggling, especially trying to keep those tire temps down on the inters as well. Was looked like everybody was having a bit of a tough time. But congratulations on the driver of the day, mate, and yeah, look forward to seeing you next week at Imola, mate.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I'll hopefully see you guys have another interview next week.
Yeah, let's hope so, mate. And yeah, I'm sure Wonton will be happy with how you boys have been going in Division 4. That moves us on to, we are now going to our P3, which I believe was your driver, mate, and you can take us away with this one.
Yeah, welcome again to the comms box, Patrick. Great drive today. How are we feeling?
Thanks, mate. Yeah, pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, very good after that. Glad to see you back on the podium again. Very much improved from last week. How are you feeling about that in comparison?
Yeah, definitely a better result than last week, that's for sure. Made sure
Don't
to
have to
take
tell
my
me
start.
twice.
Yeah, made sure to start very cautiously to not end up facing the wrong direction like last week, that's for sure. But yeah, no, happy with the result. Yeah, podium's good points.
Yeah, it seemed like you and Quicksilver were having a real tough battle out there for pretty much most of the night, really. So, how close do you reckon you were to getting a hold of him?
I was, close, but not close enough. He just didn't put a foot wrong. So every exit, it was just, did make a mistake, which made it very difficult to try and get through him. Would have liked we had a good battle earlier on in the race. We had pretty much side by side for the first half of the lap, off the restart, I think that was. But yeah, just couldn't quite get him. So yeah, well done for keeping his nerve, and unfortunately he couldn't catch up to Mitch.
Yeah, it was going to be interesting to see whether you guys worked together to catch back up to Mitch, or whether you were just going to battle it out. Were you sort of trying to work with him, or do you think it was more just battling the whole race?
I would have been happy to work, but probably didn't get close enough a lot of times down that main straight to really fight for the move. And Quick was looking to defend, so I just took it as a race scenario, and we'll just race it and try and not hold each other up too much. So hopefully we get into touch with Mitch, but fortunately that didn't happen.
Yeah, it was really looked like a tough battle out there for you guys tonight. It was probably unfortunate for you guys, from your guys' perspective, to see Mitch streaking away, but sorry, I've just lost my words for a second there. From how qualifying went to how the race finished, did you expect it for that to be the way that it went?
I would have liked for the race to continue in the wet weather, to be honest. There's a bit of interchangeable conditions, different strategies. It was shaping up to be a really good race. So I probably know I'm not the quickest in the dry. So it is what it is. And a P3 is a great result. So definitely not complaining.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, when did you decide that the hard tyres might have been the go in the earlier wet part of the race?
I was just talking to my engineer Mars, and the game was trying to put us on hards as well. And the fact that DRS was online was interesting because it still felt wet, but there was no standing water, so it was interesting conditions. Yeah, just hard to know what was quicker with inters or hards. Like I said, it would have been good to continue on and find that balance, but well, we take a restart. Unfortunately, the game stuffs up sometimes. Is what it is.
Yeah, that's understandable. Is there anyone you'd like to thank tonight before I send you over to Nishka?
Shout out Mars and my teammate Gov.
That's great to hear. Pair of them working hard to help you, I imagine.
Absolutely.
I'll hand you over to Nishka now. Thank you very much, and congratulations on the result.
Thanks, mate. Much appreciated.
Over to you, Nish.
Whoop, and there we go. I was stuck on mute. I'm an idiot.
Oh, I could hear
Congratulations.
you. Was it on mute on the stream?
Oh, I think my headset was on mute, so I think I should be good now. Am I?
Yeah, we can hear.
Yeah, we could hear you the whole time.
Oh, you can hear me the whole time. Okay, I'm not an idiot. Well, heading
No,
on to.
now we can't hear you if you're talking. Sorry about the technical
What
difficulties,
is
everyone.
going on here? Wait, you can't hear me
Nothing
now.
from you at the moment, Nishka. Interesting issues we're having at the moment. Sorry about this.
Do you just keep talking,
Nothing
mate?
yet,
You can?
Nish.
No. I do. I think I'm having difficulties, mate. Just you might just have to take this away, bro. I'm not sure what's going on.
Had you there for a second. Sorry, my technical difficulties for a second. Are you there now, Nishka? No, we do not have Nishka, so I don't think I've got any more questions for you, Patrick. I'm not sure what Nishka was going to ask. But thank you very much, and congratulations on the result. Go back and celebrate it with the rest of the team. I'll be joining you shortly.
Cheers, mate. Sounds good. Looking forward to next week. Well done to Mitch and Quick. See you guys.
Thank you. See you later. Now we'll move over to P2 here with QuicksilverDec. How are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling great. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. Looked like you and Patrick out there were having a tough battle. Were you ever really worried about him getting back past you?
There's always a sense of, what happens if he does pass me. He obviously sent a move into turn one somewhere in the race, and I was able to fend that off. But yeah, obviously there's something in the back of your head telling you he might get past, so I have to harvest the whole battery, which really hurt me trying to catch up to Mitch, but it is what it is. Yeah, had to play a lot of defense.
Yeah, it looked like a tough battle out there. Overall, I can imagine that you're quite happy with the result, and your TP would be too. How's the feeling in the garage in general?
Oh yeah, shout out Lamb real quick, but the Ferrari garage is probably one of the best team environments you'd find around Rush. always helping each other out, giving each other tips, just socializing throughout the week, trying to get in practice where we can. It's a great place.
Yeah, I imagine Lamb's pretty heavy on the practice. You always see him out there doing it, so that's great to hear. How are you feeling in the wet at the start of the race there?
Oh, I was a bit a bit shaky in the wet. I think everyone was suffering from the tire deg. I think after 3 or 4 laps, my tires were already at 25% on the rears, which I don't think for anyone was ideal. I saw nobody keep it in a straight line for a full lap, so I think we were all struggling out there.
Yeah, do you think that the wet is probably a weak point for you? Because we have seen you struggle in it a fair bit before.
Um, Usually you wouldn't like to admit this stuff, but early on, I think it always has been. If we had the rain later on, I think I've shown I can adapt, show stronger pace, but obviously we didn't get that. It dried up after 8 or so laps and is what it is.
Yeah, that's understandable. Um, is Imola a preferred track, or
Love it.
don't like it, or love it?
Love it. Great track. Home track for the team as well. One of two.
Yeah, seems like a fairly common consensus across the league that a lot of people seem to really like Imola. So I do know that your TP and his teammate in Div 2, they're both very, very quick there. So best of luck to everyone, including yourself next week, and I'm sure we'll be hearing from you again soon.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll just check with Anishka. Are you there again if you'd like to ask him anything?
Yeah, have you got me back now, mate?
Yeah, we've got you back.
Yep.
I'll hand you over to Nishka now then.
Yeah, Quicksilver, great race for yourself again, mate. Up here on the podium once again. It seems like I'm in here talking to you every week now. Do you feel added pressure mounting towards you as this championship gets a little bit closer towards the end, mate?
No pressure whatsoever. Just try to keep it calm. 100. Obviously, I love battling with people like Mitchell, Patrick, and I hope to see more of that. But as of right now, I just try to let the pressure not get to me.
Yeah, it's a fantastic, especially you three that are on the podium. Seeing you guys battling it out every week, it's been really good to watch. And then when Moe jumps in there as well and he gets involved in it as well, we know he hasn't been having the best run of it lately, but there's always someone. And then we see Naya up there for a fair bit tonight as well, and now Soup as well. There's plenty of competition in this division, and it's usually good to watch. At the front, it was good to watch tonight. I won't say too much about what happened a bit further back, because it probably tarnished a bit of what actually happened with the great battle that you guys had at the front. So, is that how you sort of feel about this division? It's not just 1, 2, 3, 4 guys that can win. It's you got probably 8 or 9 guys that can really put it up the top there on any given night. Is that how you feel as well?
Yeah, honestly, there are plenty of guys like Naya, Soup, myself, Mitchell, Patrick, probably a few others. Like we saw earlier in the race, Sonny had a fair shot at it. There are definitely many people capable of taking out a win. And through making mistakes, we learn. And I think most people learned what we can do up the front, what we shouldn't do up the front, and honestly, just go racing.
Yeah, 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 I don't. It's tonight, honestly. I'll be honest. It was a little bit disappointing the stuff that happened behind, but yeah, I've been absolute. This has probably been my favourite division all season, so it's probably why I'm a little bit. It's probably why I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest. But yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys can do at Imola. Hopefully, we have a much better race there, and yeah, keen to definitely see you guys still battling it out for the championship. That's one thing that still was entertaining tonight. So should be very proud again, mate, and go celebrate with Lamb. And see you next week.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
that'll take us on to our P1 Dur. Take us away with Mitch from Alpine.
Yeah, welcome to the comms box again, Mitch. Congratulations on the win. How are we feeling after that?
Thank you. Bit tired. Ready for bed.
Oh, that's understandable. Looked like you really ran away with it tonight. How was that for you?
I don't think so. I was just trying to. I think the battle between Patrick and Quicksilver really helped, but yeah, I think otherwise I'd be in a bit of trouble if those guys caught up.
Yeah, it looked real tough. So, well, it was tough at the start, and then you managed to get that gap, and them battling just held them off. Do you think that if they had to work together, you could have been in a bit of strife?
Definitely. I was just making sure I had plenty of battery, and just in case they were coming at me.
Yeah, that's understandable. Unfortunately, your teammate wasn't quite able to get onto the podium. Was there any talks amongst the team and yourself trying to slow the other pair down so Soup could catch up, or was it just focus on staying out in front and keeping away from him?
It was focus on, yeah, full focus, just get out of there as quickly as possible and try and get the gap. Obviously, those two fighting really did help, but yeah, it was just go for it.
Yeah. Do you reckon that you're in with the chance to be able to win the drivers now? You seem to be able to really match it with Quicksilver in the weeks where it's tough, and then other weeks beat him, and it's been a real
I
tough battle so far. But yeah,
personally think Quicksilver's quicker, so I'll leave it at that.
yeah, I understand that. I'll let Nishka ask a few more questions this time before I ask too many, because I've really got a mind blank at the moment, to be honest. So I'll hand it over to you, Nishka.
Yeah, Mitch, congratulations, mate, on the win. It was a
Thank you.
fantastic drive, mate. We've heard rumours around that your tyre deck's not always the best.
I don't know where that come from. I've rewatched one of the races the other day and I had a chuckle at it. I was like, "Where's this rumor come from?"
Yeah, well, it didn't look that way. Oh, that's what I was just about to ask you. It didn't look that way tonight. At the end of that stint, I was starting to wonder. Oh, we've heard these rumours and that. Is he going to be starting to struggle with the tyres? Can the others pull him in? But didn't look like you were struggling at all, mate. So I was going to ask you, where does this rumour come from?
I'd like to know. I'll probably admit I'm probably a bit trigger happy with the pedal, but I have no idea where this tire saving, like no tire saving rumors come from. I really don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was keeping an eye on it because I do know Mexico can be a little bit tricky with the tyres. And yeah, it seems like you managed it fantastic tonight, mate. There's a great drive out in front. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say apart from the Alpine 1 and 4 is absolutely flying in this Division 4. You're a massive chance for a championship here, and definitely constructors with yourself and Soup there Soup's doing a fantastic job. Scoring some seriously good points as well for you guys. Is
Soup
that sort of
is
just
killing it. He's really rapid today from 19th to 4th. That was impressive.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. He's been fantastic, and if he doesn't have the quality ban, I'm sure we're going to be seeing him up there fighting with yourself and Quicksilver and Patrick and the likes, and it must be exciting time there at Alpine at the moment, mate.
He will be. He's rapid.
Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let you celebrate with your team at Alpine, mate, and look forward to seeing you go around next week at Imola, mate.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
That's gonna wrap us up for tonight, mate. Have you got any last thoughts before we round this one out?
I think I'll save my thoughts about this race for now. Yeah, there's plenty of conversation around it at the moment, so I'll just let that fizzle out, and I'll hand it back to you, Nishka, to finish us up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do similar. I'm not gonna say too much about it. I'll say congratulations to the guys at the front. They've done a fantastic job. Um, all our podium getters. So congratulations to those guys. That was fantastic racing at the front. So take nothing away from them. Yeah, less said about the rest, the better, I think, do. But this week, there's still 2 more divisions to go. We still got Division 5 tomorrow. We still got Division 3 on Wednesday. So make sure we're tuning in for those ones. Hopefully we see a bit better of a race tomorrow, involving yourself there, Dur. Good luck to you, mate, for that one. I'll do a quick shout out to Sim Racing Centre, SimLab, Pagnian Simulation Experts. Thanks for the continued support, and yeah, see you all next time. Good night.